Hi Dr. Gilmore fans, this is Watson. I've been doing some editing lately for the channel, and I was surprised to discover that Dr. Gilmore has his own brand of multivitamins. I'm really into vitamins and supplements for sports, and he was kind enough to send me a sample to try for myself, so I'm going to review them today. The multivitamin is called Meta 7 because it has 7 vitamins. Makes sense? I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the 7 ingredients and then tell you about my experience with it this past week. So, I intentionally avoided Dr. Gilmore's and others' testimonials because I wanted to do my own research and approach it with an open mind. Number 1. B12. B12 is in a lot of energy drinks and supplements, including 5-Hour Energy. Almost 40% of people are B12 deficient. It's known to provide a boost of energy. There are 4 different types of B12, and they're not all equal. The one you'll find most often in supplements and energy drinks is called cyanocobalamin. I think I'm saying that right. It's easily and cheaply synthesized, but the catch is it has a cyanide molecule attached to it that your body has to detach and process before you can get to the good stuff. It's a very small amount of cyanide, but it's still your body has to expend resources and energy to get rid of it. So it seems like if there was a better alternative, you might as well go with that, which is what Dr. G did. Meta 7 has the more stable and bioavailable methylcobalamin, which also happens to be quite a bit more expensive to make, but I'm going to say it's probably worth it. B6 is a nice complement to B12. It helps with neurotransmitters, mental health, libido, your sleep-wake cycle, appetite regulation. It's a good one. On to vitamin D. It's thought that almost 1 billion people in the world are vitamin D deficient. We're built to make it from the sun, so it's a lot harder to get from food and supplements. People with darker skin and the elderly are at higher risk of being vitamin D deficient. Magnesium. So the first 3 might have seemed like obvious additions to a multivitamin, but magnesium seems to be highly underrated for how important it is. From an athlete's perspective, the benefits that stand out to me are muscle and nerve function, metabolism, and protein synthesis. Chromium. This one's super important too, and I think often overlooked, but you only need small amounts of it. I feel like chromium is one of those synergy minerals that plays well with others. It also tends to be pricey and hard to get from food. Broccoli is probably the best source of it, but to get to your daily value, you'd have to eat something like 7 cups of broccoli. That's a lot of broccoli, even if you like broccoli, which I do, but I'm not eating that much of it. The next 2 ingredients don't have a daily value assigned to them yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if alpha-lipoic acid became much more popular in the near future. It's an antioxidant found in and made by the body, and is in just about every cell. It attacks free radicals, and unlike vitamin C, which is another great antioxidant and is water-soluble, alpha-lipoic acid is water and fat-soluble, so it's used all over. It's thought to even bind with heavy metals, which could be very important in detoxifying the body. There's a lot of research being done on it right now, especially in Europe. It's being looked at for helping with diabetes and glaucoma, and a whole bunch of other things. Antioxidants help rid the body of waste byproducts from energy production. So, if you have a supplement that boosts your metabolism, it would make sense to have antioxidants to help get rid of the byproducts. And last but not least, Coenzyme Q10, which helps in metabolism to convert food to energy. It's supposed to help immune function, increase male fertility, and it's even being evaluated as part of treatment for Parkinson's disease. So, did it work for me? Well, the bottom line, yeah, actually. I can't say that I was super surprised after reading the ingredients, but it did definitely surpass my expectations. I normally drink like 2 cups of coffee in the morning, but I decided to be somewhat scientific. So every day, I woke up, had half a cup of coffee, a banana, a full glass of water, and a Meta 7. Then a couple hours later, I would eat lunch early, then an early dinner, and then one more small meal before bedtime. The first day, I noticed a boost of energy similar to a 5-Hour Energy, but without the jittery, tweaky feeling of it. I felt more energized than I would have expected all day long, because usually I'll have like an energy drink or something in the afternoon, but I didn't, and didn't really notice that I didn't either. The next 6 days were pretty similar. I just didn't notice as much of a rush in the morning, but I felt like I had energy longer throughout the entire duration of the day, up until when I was ready to go to sleep. I think next I'm going to try to completely eliminate caffeine for a while I'm still taking it and see what happens. I've pretty much drank caffeine every single day for the last year, so I'm kind of curious. I'll give you guys an update when I can. So yeah, in conclusion, I like it. I'm going to keep taking it. I was pleasantly surprised. From an athletic perspective, I feel like it's facilitating my body's natural energy production, if that makes sense. At first, I thought the price tag was a little high, $30 for 30 days. But then I realized that I've bought most of these ingredients separately, and when you add them all up, it costs way more to buy separately. And even more if you buy stuff like 5-Hour Energy and energy drinks, which I don't think I'll be buying anymore if I keep using this. That, and I also noticed that my pee is not neon green like it can be with some multivitamins. Well, maybe green is an overstatement, but I think if you've taken some of those big giant horse pill multivitamins, you know what I mean. So yeah, I think it's worth trying. I would recommend taking it with food like any multivitamin. I think that some of these ingredients help you process energy from your food, so it makes sense to take it with it. And then maybe check out and see what Dr. Gilmore says that it does. If I had to guess, I'd say it would promote natural energy and a feeling of well-being, like natural calm energy. Maybe even weight loss. I'm not trying to lose weight. I'm actually trying to gain muscle right now, so I'm not really worried about it, but if it's helping you burn off calories instead of storing them, then I'd say that's probably one way to lose weight. So yeah, check out the description. I'm sure there's a link down there. Thanks for watching, and sorry I didn't have any gross pimple popping for you in this video, but we've got plenty in others, so subscribe and check it out. See you next time. Watson out.